ఆ చదువులమ్మ నేరుగా ప్రతి ఇంటి గడప చేరగా మీ భవితకే భరోసా దూరదర్శన్ వేదికగా. తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వ సహకారాలే ఉండగా హాయిగా మన చదువులు షురు. అదే డిజిటల్ గురు, అదే డిజిటల్ గురు.
Today we are going to discuss second lesson Sanskrit in the first year. That second lesson is from non-detail. The lesson name is Bhagya Chakram. So Bhagya Chakram contains and it has its own weightage in that intermediate board paper. Almost 2 to 4 marks it covers. So when we go through these SAQs, and certainly we can score 4 marks from this lesson itself. So there is Bhagya Chakram, and first I need to give you some introduction of this particular lesson. This particular lesson is extracted from a book called Vyavahara Pradipa. Vyavahara Pradipa is a book which is published by Rashtriya Sanskrit Samsthan, so which is located in Tirupati, and that university has published this particular book a long back, and it has its own popularity, and it's almost a well-known book. And from that book, this particular lesson is taken, and it is really very, very important for intermediate level students, because here what we can learn and what we can do when we have got such kind of success, and when we get such kind of fortunate things in our life. So there are certain people, different kind of people will be there in the society. Like when they are fortunate enough, they misuse their fortune. But whereas this particular lesson shows us very clearly when we are fortunate enough and how we can utilize ourselves and how we will be useful to the society. So that is what this lesson is about. And Bhagya Chakram, that is. And so far what we have discussed, that is purely introduction of that one. Because lesson name and the author name and these all won't be there, and this is taken from that book. So that's it. And here that book is written by number of associates and a number of poets, so that one particular name is not mentioned very clearly. So Bhagya Chakram. Bhagya means luck. Chakram means wheel. Generally, whether life is like a wheel that we know very well, means good luck and bad luck and all these things are very rotatory. Means maybe one day would be very good and another day would be very bad. So we need to measure properly in these two things in a proper way. That is what our life. So Bhagya Chakram here, it's a story of a Hira Lal. I'll enter into that story now and just listen it carefully. Now entering into that story part. So this lesson is also started in the same way how all these stories will be started. The same scenario. Once upon a time, long ago, there was a farmer, and that farmer blessed with a son called Hiralal. And as he was the only son, that person has pampered him a lot, and he has provided him a lot, and a lot of things he has done. Being a father, though he was very poor, that person has done a lot of things to his son. And generally, in that particular age, when they get such kind of freedom and liberty and everything, and certainly that is, and enough chances are there to spoil. And in the same way, even Hiralal also just turned like that. Means that Hiralal, almost that person has started taking advantage of everything what the parent have provided, and he was not going to the school properly, and he was not listening properly, and he was not at all responsible to his works. So everything was going on just according to his wish. And one day he'll go to forest, and another day he'll go to his friends, another day he'll go to somewhere else, but he never listened to his parent and even teachers. So that father has warned him number of times that this is not the way, my dear, and you have to go to the school. If not, better come with me and I'll do the farming work. And you better join with me, and happily you can stay and you can work with me, and you can. That's a kind of support to our family also. In that way, he has suggested. But whenever he gets such kind of information from father, and as usually that person just he listens from one ear and he leaves in another ear. So that is what the things going on in that place. So finally, that father, and moreover, even that father is also very poor person and doesn't even have enough land, and just a piece of land was there, and the piece of land really it is not at all sufficient to the family and even to him also. Still the father has been working day and night and working hard, and just he has been supporting his family. And though he works hard day and night, and that was not at all suitable to the needs of his family. So that is what going on over there. So though the condition was like that, Hiralal was not at all and least bothered about financial condition of that family. The financially it's a very 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 poor condition. So though that is in that condition, he was not listening anything, and he is not at all responsible to his father and father's works also. So in that way, days are going on, and unfortunately what happened, and that father became old, and he was not in a position to do all these things what he need to do for the sake of that farms and all. And unfortunately he fell sick. When he fell sick, and he is the main backbone to the family and means financially, and he'll do everything, but that person completely and bedridden, so he's not in a position to do anything. And already that family is suffering from a kind of poverty, and now the situation turned bad to worst, means there is no such kind of food also to survive to eat. In that particular time, that situation was turning, and still this person Hiralal was not in a position to listen and keep on enjoying. He has been enjoying his life like anything, and least bother about that father's condition or even the family's condition. And unfortunately, after a few days, that Hiralal's father, that farmer, lost his life. Unfortunately, lost his life, and that family's condition, financial condition, turned very terrible. Means the situation has been demanding to work this Hiralal, but he was not doing anything. And one fine day, after some days of demise of his father, that mother came over there, and that mother has suggested that Hiralal, my dear son, it's these days are becoming terrible. You know the condition very well, because already I became old. Your father is no more, and I may die very soon. But you have enough future, and if you won't work, and how do you think that you will survive? And there is no chance of survival when there is no work. So you need to think about the work, and you need to work for the sake of your life, and for the upliftment of your life, for the development of your life, or else you can't even survive. There's a situation. And if not, if you are not willing to work or there in this farms, and you better think of any other alternate and you work. And anyhow, I may not lead life completely along with you, but at least you need to survive properly, and you need to enshine in your life properly. So that I'm suggesting you not to do all these things. And in that way, that mother, in a pampering way itself, and she has suggested what she need to do in her life. And that Hiralal and brood over on that particular issue, and really those words of that mother really turned that his life. Later on, he started thinking that this is not the way I have led my life so far. Hereafter, I need to do something in that way. That Hiralal felt, and later on, he has called that mother one day, another day, and he said that, Mother, I have decided to work hard. not exactly in our village with these fields. At anyhow, I can't even do this work. Right from the beginning, I did not do any such kind of works. So I'll go to the nearby city and there I'll work hard and then I'll let you know such things. Like I'll let you know, and even I'll work hard over there in that. I'll join somewhere and I'll do some company and as a work and all. I'll make money and I'll make you feel proud. In that way, that person has given assurance to that mother. The mother felt very happy by listening such kind of words of that son, because that she has been expecting such kind of response from that son from the past number of years, but now it is happened and she felt very happy. And then that son Hiralal said that, mother, at anyhow I'll go. We do not even have single penny right now, but you better prepare something to eat now, and even I'll take something for my traveling journey also. And can you prepare something in that way? That person has asked and requested as he was feeling hungry. Then that mother said, very soon I'll prepare something for you. In that way, she said, and she has just made 4 rotis, and she could able to do only 4 rotis. What is left over with that? And immediately she gave those 4 rotis to that Hiralal. And as he was feeling hungry, that Hiralal said that, and surely I'll eat 1 right now, and the remaining 3 I'll tie it up at one place and I'll take it to my journey. In that way, he said, and he ate 1 among those 4, and the remaining 3 he has kept in a towel. Generally, earlier days, in olden days, people used to wear a kind of a towel on their shoulders. In the same, and that is multi-use purpose. So we can, we can tie it up somewhere and something, and later on we can use it as a pillow and we can use it as a blanket, and in many ways that is useful. So this Hiralal has taken the towel, and here in one corner he has kept these 3 rotis and tied it and kept it on his shoulder, and he has taken blessings from mother, and he has started his journey to the nearby city. And at Inaho, that person need to travel on food itself, as he was very poor. He cannot hire anything. Certainly, he need to depend on his food itself. So very slowly, that person started his journey, and he was keep on crossing a village, and later on a mountain, another forest, and that way almost he need to cross around 40 to 50 kilometers, and it's not even that easy journey earlier days, because it's not such kind of blacktop roads or anything, and completely thorny and stony road would be there. And certainly he was going on that particular place, and almost he has traveled for 3 to 4 hours to cross 30 to 40 kilometers. And finally, the person was tired, and it was even almost midday, and he was even feeling hungry, and moreover, he had even that kind of stuff which he has kept. Then the person was in search of nearby lake. So finally, he has found a lake, and he went to the lake, and first he has turned very fresh with the water of that lake, and then he sat down at the banks of that particular lake, and he has opened that towel which he has brought for eating, and he has opened. As soon as he opened, 3 rotis were there, and those 3 rotis were in different shapes and different sizes. Then he was asking himself that which one to be eaten first, whether to eat the first one or second one or third one. In that way, just he was thinking which one is better to eat. In that way, he was thinking. And whether it is fortunately or unfortunately, what happened? He was sitting next to the lake. In that lake, 3 mermaids will stay. Mermaids means Jalakanya, we say. So 3 Jalakanyas will be there. Jalakanya means half human and half fish kind of life will be there for them. So we have such kind of farms also, as you know very well. And those 3 Jalakanyas have heard the voice of this Hiralal. They were shocked by listening that word. Actually, they were thinking that this Hiralal came over here to eat them. Then, out of shock, these were trembling with the fear. And these 3 Jalakanyas together, they joined and they were discussing a human has come here, and he was saying we could understand their words that he is about to eat us, means he is going to kill us, and he is going to take us from this river and from this lake. So we need to do something in that way. That three mermaids were thinking, and finally one among those three mermaids informed to the remaining two that don't worry, we will go to the person and we'll convince that person that he should not kill us, and for that we'll give something to that person, then he'll leave us. In that way, he has that mermaid has suggested to the remaining two, and then these three, with a kind of hope, they came out from that lake. That particular time, this Hiralal was about to eat that roti which he has brought from his home. That particular time, these three came out there and they prostrated in front of that Hiralal, and they are requesting that, sir, please leave us. We have been staying here from the past many days, and you came over here to eat us. Please leave us. And if you leave us, and certainly we'll give you in return something which are really beautiful to you and which is really beneficial to you in your life. In that way, they have requested. He couldn't understand anything what these three mermaids are saying. Then after, he said that, okay, you're about to give something, and just tell me what you can give it to me if I leave you. In that way, just he has taken advantage of that particular situation. Then the elder one said that, sir, if you leave me, I'll give you a box. It's like a jewel box or something. I'll give it to you. And it is really beneficial to you, because just by opening that one, if you ask something, and certainly whatever you ask, that will give you. And that is my guarantee. And it's not even for one time. And certainly you'll get for a number of times you'll get that one. So in that way, that first mermaid has suggested, and she has given it to that Hiralal. Hiralal has taken that one and he said that, okay, I'll leave you. Just you can leave. In that way, he said. And after that, second mermaid came out there, and she has promised that, sir, if you leave me, I'll give you a kind of stick. The stick is really very beneficial to you, and you can even fight with anyone, and you can even conquer on any other person if you hit with this stick, and if you use this one, and really this is beneficial to you in your life. And that is what the second said. And by listening that second person's second mermaid's words, felt very happy. And again after that, third mermaid came out there, and she said that, sir, if you leave me, and certainly I'll give you a kind of blanket. Really, it is very useful to you to travel anywhere, because just my blanket is very useful, and just to go and sit out there, it's like Aladdin blanket. And if you sit over there, and just you better inform the blanket that I need to go there, and it will take you like that. So in that way, that third said and gave it. And he said that Hiralal has taken advantage already. And he said that, okay, you can leave just by giving, what we say, I'll leave you and just give it to me. In that way, he said, and he has taken, and then he has left those three mermaids. And then he felt very happy right now. And here he's saying that, first, in order to test that person, what he has done, just open that first box, which is given by the first mermaid. And after that, he said that very clearly, that first he requires food. And he said that, I want very sumptuous food, very great food I want. In that way, he has asked to that box. And within no moment, and sumptuous and luxurious food, it has appeared in front of that Hiralal, and he has enjoyed like anything. And again, he has opened the box and he has asked that, I want royal robes. Generally, a king will wear, such kind of dress I require, and I want that one. In that way, he said. And within no moment, he got such kind of clothes. Generally, kings will wear, such kind of things, and he felt very happy. And again, he has asked one more thing. He likes, actually, Hirala likes horse riding. And I need a superior horse also. In that way, he said, and even horse reached out there. And he was enjoying, and just he sat down on that horse and he started traveling. When he was going, and actually he doesn't want to go to the city or anywhere, because he got what he wants in his life, and he wants to go and he wants to show it to his mother. Then he has again taken a U-turn and started going to that mother. When he was going and he was stopped by some soldiers of a king, and he said that they said, you can't go right from this place because this place is really private area for our princess. Princess is there here and you can't go right from here and you need to take another way. This Hiralal doesn't want to listen to the words of such people because now he has all the powers. Then he said that, no, I'll go right from here itself. And then the conversation turned into argument and argument turned into fight. And then Hiralal, by using that second weapon, that is a stick, started fighting with them and he was doing in a marvelous way that fight. And that was observed by the princess. She has been observing that fight of this person, Hiralal, and she was shocked and she was mesmerized by that grand fight of this person. And then almost we can say she fell in love with this fight of this person. And even this person has seen that princess and she was so beautiful. And then he has decided, okay, she is the one, she is my life partner. In that way he has decided. And then he fought with these people and everything was done. And then he has called that princess and he said that, do you want to lead your life with me? And even she said accepted. And then along with that princess, this person was there on the horse and they went to the blanket and they were there on the blanket and they started their journey again to that home. Finally, that princess and this Hiralal and that horse and completely reached that Hiralal's mother. Hiralal's mother was shocked by seeing this Hiralal because when he was going and all the torn clothes were there, now is completely looking like a king. And moreover, next to him, a lady also, and she was looking like a gorgeous and princess. And then she has asked everything, what happened? And then he has narrated the entire story of these three mermaids and all. And then he said that I want to marry this girl and I'll marry. And finally, they have arranged marriage and finally they got even married. But they require a big bungalow. So immediately that person has opened the first box, which is given by the first mermaid. And he has asked that I want a big bungalow. Within no moment, that a small hut was turned into a big bungalow mansion. And they started leading their life. And after that, we had that person was enjoying his life over there. And as a gratitude, what he has done, he has kept and he has arranged one big water swimming pool. There, as a gratitude, the person has arranged installed three images and idols of those three mermaids. And just in order to show his gratitude towards those three mermaids. And after that, they happily started leading life. And almost he was there for some days in a proper way. And later on, he started thinking, I need to do something. When I got all these things in a proper way, and certainly I need to utilize and need to use it for even others. In that way, that person has decided. And then started doing everything for the sake of people. Means almost people started coming here to get solutions for their problems or for their miseries and sorrows and agonies. And that person, almost we can say, he has started his own kingdom and he became like a king and he started doing all these things. So finally, in this lesson, we got such information. And the bottom line of this story is, generally when we get something in our life and that must be useful to the society, and that is in that way that person is really useful everywhere in his life. And here we have two questions based on this lesson. And just I'll write on the board and I'll explain them and just you better have a glance. And the first question is, this is the first question here we have. Hiralalasya Mata Kati Rotikaha Nirmitavati. Hiralal's mother, how many rotis she has prepared? That's a question here. And here interrogative word means there's a question word is Kati. Here, this particular word must be replaced by the answer. And the replacing answer is, she has prepared totally 4. And that is what we say in Sanskrit, Chatasraha. So here you need to do that. Hiralalasya Mata Chatasraha Rotikaha Nirmitavati. If you could answer that one, you will get 2 marks for this answer. So here again, once again, I'm reading here. Hiralalasya Mata Chatasraha Rotikaha nirmitavati. So that's the first question. And the second question is Hira Lale Parivartane Agate Saha Kimakarot. Hira Lale Parivartane Agate Saha Kimakarot. What did Hiralal do after realization? What did Hiralal do after realization? So here interrogative word is Kim. Prajahita Karyani Akarot. Prajahita Karyani Akarot means he started doing works which are beneficial to the people. What did Hiralal do after realization? And answer word is Prajahita Karyani Akarot. And the way we need to answer is Hiralale Parivartane Agate Saha Prajahita Karyani Akarot. Full stop. So if you could learn these two answers, and surely either one or two will appear in the exam, and means it carries around 2 to 4 marks for sure. And it's a matter of 2 minutes, so you can complete very easily this lesson. And you need to remember this lesson name is Bhagya Chakram, and these two question answers are very, very important to you in your first year syllabus, and that too it is asked in the 4th bit of your exam. Right.